Good day, viewers. You're welcome to today's episode of your program, My Environment, My Health. My name still remains Sanitarian Oluwakemi Ademokoya. On today's episode, we'll be looking at what we call waste. Waste. What exactly is waste? Waste are unwanted materials or unuseful materials which have been discarded. They are unwanted materials or unuseful materials which have been discarded since they cannot serve its original purpose. Waste can be in various forms. Various forms of waste that we have are solid, liquid, and gas. Types of waste that we have. Types of waste. Forms of waste were the ones I first mentioned. Those are solid, liquid, and gas. Now we say types of waste. We have municipal waste, we have industrial waste, we have commercial waste, and we have household waste. Municipal waste, as we can see, talks about a municipal, a large community where we have different communities coming together with their waste being accumulated somewhere for municipal evacuation. Industrial waste, these are wastes that are generated from industries. They are wastes that are generated from industries. We have liquid waste, we have solid from there, we have gaseous from there, we have gaseous waste also from there. Inside industrial waste, we have what we just mentioned. Commercial waste. What do we mean about commercial waste? Where we transact business. Commercial places. Waste from commercial places. It might be marketplace. It might be banks. It might be, we have institutions where we generated waste. These are waste from commercial places. We have household waste. They are household waste. What we mean by household waste, the waste we generate in our homes. What kind of waste do we generate in our homes? We have solid, liquid. We also have gas. As we go on, we want to talk about waste management. The management of all this waste is very crucial and very key. What do we actually mean by waste management? Waste management refers to the collection, treatment, and disposal of waste material that is discarded because it has served its purpose or is no longer useful. They have served their purpose. They are no longer useful. They need to be discarded. That is why we call them waste management. We want to talk about solid waste today. Solid waste. Let's just based on that today. Improper disposal of municipal solid waste can create unsanitary conditions, and these conditions in turn can lead to pollution of the environment. What do we mean by this? When we discard our waste, our solid waste, anyhow, indiscriminately, beside our houses, inside our houses, we left them just unkept. We come out to dispose of, and eventually we did not dispose them sanitarily. These are dangerous to our health. By the time we do indiscriminate dumping of refuse in and around our premises or our environment, then our health is at risk. It can also lead to outbreaks of diseases, vector-borne diseases. When we indiscriminately dispose of our refuse, it can lead to outbreak of vector-borne diseases. That is, diseases that is spread by rodents and insects. What we mean by vector-borne diseases is that these diseases can be spread by the spread can be spread by rodents and insects. We have various methods of solid waste management. We want to talk about them. We have one, sanitary landfill. Sanitary landfills, where we have a gauge, or we have a gauge that we want to fill up. We continuously pour our refuse there until that land is claimed. We also have incinerator, where we have a galvanized machine that we pour our refuse, and at a certain point in time, at a particular temperature, we get rid of our waste. We have composting, and we also have pyrolysis. We have hog feeding, and we have open burning. Out of all these, we have the ones that are good, that are adequate, that are proper, that are sanitary, that we can make use of. We will talk about them. We want us to know that we have 5 hours of waste management. 5 hours of waste management. We have refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. What do we mean by 5 hours of waste management? When we say refuse, when you have a polythene nylon in your home and you still want to get to the market, you will refuse to go with the nylon you have at home or the paper bag you have at home to the market. You bring another one from the market and you still accumulate it inside your house. They are waste. They have become nuisance. They have become unwanted. What you need to do is to refuse to accumulate. Take along a bottle of water to get your oil from the market. Take along your paper bag to get whatever you want to get, not bringing more and accumulating them in your homes. Reduce. How do we reduce our waste? By sorting them out. You reduce your waste when you have your bottles, which can be recycled. You have your nylon, which can be recycled. You have your cans, which can be recycled. You have sorted them out. Only the ones that can decay. So the only one that remains is very minute. That is what we mean by reduce. You reduce to the minimal level the waste you want to discard. Then reuse. What do we mean by reuse? When you reuse your waste, what you say is your waste might be reused in your home. You have a broken bucket, which can be used for pot of flour. We have a lot of things that can be reused. You have a tin of milk or a tin of chocolate that you can make to be a container in your home. All cannot be a waste. You can reuse. We have what we call recycle. The ones you have sorted out in the first place, they can be recycled to become something of beneficiary to the community. When we say recover, what do we mean? We want to recover something from what has been declared a waste. We want to recover something good, something useful now from what has been discovered, what has been said it's a waste. Effects of improper management of solid waste. What do we mean by this? When we don't manage our waste properly. When we have indiscriminate dumping of refuse all around us. What are the effects? One, the effect is water pollution. It contaminates our water and it contaminates our soil. It gives us what we don't want. We don't have awesome water to drink again. Our water has been polluted due to open dumping, due to landfills, due to several indiscriminate dumping of refuse that we do. We have infectious diseases. If you are not careful, the way we dispose our refuse, if you don't manage them sanitarily or properly, then we have outbreak of diseases. We also have obstruction of drains, which have been made mention earlier in the course of our talk. I want us to know that by the time we dispose of our refuse into our drains, when we come to rainy season, then we have blockage of drains. We have obstructions where we don't have a free flow of our drains. And this is dangerous to lives. It can cause erosion. It can cause spillage of water to our roads and thereby causing damage to our roads. Loss of biodiversity. Loss of biodiversity. What do we mean? Deforestation, loss of animals going into extinction. When we start cutting down trees. Trees that are useful to our health, where we can get oxygen. We started getting rid of them. The animals that are useful to us start eloping. The fresh air we need, that we need to get from all these trees, they are no more there. We should be careful. In conclusion, waste that is not sanitarily disposed becomes a nuisance to our environment, thereby putting our lives, our health at risk. Putting our life and our health at risk.